Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom coming to you from Shanghai, back for another Eurovision reaction video. Tonight I'm going to be going through the rehearsals that were posted on the official Eurovision YouTube channel. I'm reacting to the big five, that's UFIGs, UK, France, Italian, Germany, Spain, as well as the host Netherlands. I'm going to listen, react, and also give you my perspective having seen some of the rehearsals from the press center. So, let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip to a particular review. Okay, we're going to do the same as last time. I'm going to talk a little bit about the song if I know more about it from the rehearsal, and we're also going to play the 30-second snippets as well. First up, we're going to have a look at Django McCrory singing Birth of a New Age representing Netherlands. I have seen this one. I watched all three run-throughs. It's good. It's not as wow as I was really rooting for him to have, because I do feel like a few people are going to find the song maybe a little bit on the slower, slightly duller side. So I did feel like he needed to have something a little bit punchy. The start is four of them. It's him. I don't know who the girl is. His twin brother's there as well. And they've got a dancer who's doing kind of like a crumping style. They're standing there. He's got like a cerulean jacket. He's got like a kinky leather thing going on. I'm not sure if he's actually going to wear that in the final performance. But really not much happens at the start. There's kind of like these images on the back of rocks. I was hoping there'd be like little shoots. As in like plant shoots coming out there and like some color popping, but it was being oppressed, and just like kind of giving a little bit of foreshadowing for what was going to come out later. Honestly, it goes on a little bit too long. The last third is really amazing. There's this like explosion of color, and they do some like really gorgeous ethnic dancing. It does take a little bit too long to get there. I'm a little bit worried that people get lost in the middle half. His vocals sounded like incredible, like really good, better than the radio version, which I think is the only song this year where the vocals actually sound better than the radio edit that I heard. In any case, let's see what they've decided to show. Also, France, Spain, and Italy are three of the videos this year which got blocked when I uploaded them, so they're all on my shit list. Because of that, I'm gonna chop out a lot of the audio. If it uploads and it gets blocked, I'm just gonna strip all the audio out. I'm not getting into doing stuff that takes shitloads of time, because the audio is less important. It's more about the visuals anyway. Whatever, I don't care. Okay, my headphones are just a piece of shit and they're not working. I don't care, so I can't hear the audio anyway. Secret bang. So this is, I think this is in the middle-ish around. That's his twin brother. I don't know who the girl is. I wonder if that's a friend or a relative or something. She looks very pretty. His voice is really buttery, really strong, a lot of charisma in it. So this is what I'm talking about. You can see the rocks are kind of breaking, and this is the crumper. So yeah, this is the first third. That dancer is better now than he was in the takes I saw. He's a little bit more, he was like out of place the first time. I was kind of like, whoa. He just kind of like popped up really close to the camera. I was like kind of scared. So that's a better take. That was probably the third take. I wonder, was it the first rehearsal? Yes, I saw the first rehearsal, so actually that's probably from the second set of rehearsals. But yeah, that's the gist of it. You know, my big concern is I just don't want to happen this year what happened with, so I'm going to take my headphone out because they're stupid anyway. What happened with Portugal, Claudia Pascal, where she ended up coming last. I would really hate if this came last. I don't think it's going to, because I think the song that's going to come last is coming up later. But yeah, I want this to come out of the bottom five if possible. But I just do think that maybe they just haven't really addressed the fact that maybe the first third and 2/3 of the song are just needed something a little bit more just to carry along. That last third visually and sonically is very strong, but you got to make sure that people actually get there. And I just don't think this is going to get a strong total vote. I think it needs a really strong jury score. Okay, next up is Måneskin. Now, as you probably know, Måneskin are first in the odds right now. I have to admit, I'm still not totally there yet. I think the song is great. I think they're really cool. I'm still getting vibes that it's kind of like if you had like the coolest kid, the like coolest jock in school, and they just suddenly joined the chess club and everyone was like, oh my god, and then because of that they voted them the winner of the chess club. I'm just still getting those kind of vibes where it feels they think it's so cool that they're in the competition. I'm just not getting that the song is really wow yet. I keep going back to my initial reaction where I honestly totally forgot about the song. I thought it was fine. I didn't think it was bad at all, but it didn't wow me whatsoever in terms of a melody. Visually, I think it's absolutely, definitely a winning package. I think Italy in general, the quality that they sent over the last 10 years, I think they are the best country over the past 10 years. You know, it's 10 years now, 10 competitions since Raffaele Gualazzi came back. 11 years in 2011. Of those 10 years, I would say Italy are definitely number one. You know, Ukraine would be up there as well, but Ukraine missed 2 competitions. But still, I'm just not there yet. I just feel like I definitely wouldn't begrudge them if they won at all, because like I said, I feel like they've earned it from those 10 years. For me, it's a little bit confusing, because for something like Francesco Gbani was like a really, like, quite obvious winner for me. But then he ended up coming sixth because, in fairness, the staging kind of flopped. I just feel like Francis has really, really strong songs, and then this one feels much weaker to me, but it's doing even better than those ones were in the odds. I still feel like a little bit like, what the hell is going on? But I don't mind if they win. I would love to go to Italy for the next Eurovision. I think it would send a really strong message that if you continually send quality, you will continually come top 5 and you will win. So overall, I'm more than happy for them to win, even though I'm not like completely on board with the song yet. Anyway, let's go to the performance. The performance, again, this is tying in with what I'm saying, I probably should have entered with this, is that the performance, I think, is just them rocking out. I don't feel like it's massively different to Finland. Like, really, I think it's very, very similar to Finland. It's just like them rocking out on the stage. Maybe it's like a little bit more cooler. They've got like more White Stripe vibes, whereas the other guys are Linkin Park, as everyone said like a billion times. Yeah, it's a little bit cooler. I still think the Finland song is stronger. I just think these guys, visually and as a concept, are stronger, but not so much the difference between first place and where Finland in the odds like 13th. In any case, let's see what they've decided to show. I'm probably going to cut out the audio because I want the video to get blocked. Secret Bang. Yeah, this is the bit I actually like the most, where he's like interacting with, I think her name is Victoria, and he also goes over to Thomas as well, and he interacts with him. It's really good. And, like, it looks great. I love the blacks and the reds, but there's nothing like groundbreaking here. Like, it's, you know, it's similar to how you'd expect a San Remo performance to look. So that's why I was kind of surprised it jumped up the odds so much. They've got this cool thing in the back where they've got the silhouettes going through the whole thing as well. So like the reason I was surprised is just because I don't think there was anything unexpected with that performance. That is absolutely what I expect them to. Really slick visuals, them rocking out, you know, performing as they usually do. So I guess maybe they just went up odds because they didn't feck anything up. Maybe that's what happened. Anyway, look, like I said, more than happy for them to win. I'm just still not totally getting it yet. Okay. Next up, we've got Germany, Jendrik, I Feel Hate. Now, this is a song that I was kind of hating on originally. It doesn't matter because he doesn't feel hate, so it doesn't matter if I hate on him. Largely now, on reflection, a lot of that is because I'm so used to really liking the German song that there's an element of disappointment that I won't have a song that I like from Germany this year. Is that because actually they just didn't get any good songs? I think it's probably that. Like, I look back to Lavina in 2017 or whenever she was, that song was absolutely fucking awful. It was so tripey and boring, and I think they probably had the same thing this year where they just got a bunch of crap songs. And look, we can either send Lavina Part 2 and definitely come last, or we can just take a risk and send this guy who's super, super keen and he'll pay for everything and he's written everything and blah, 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 blah. We have to do no work. We can save a bunch of money, which we lost last year because we bought a Borislav Milanov song, and he might not come last. We'll take a gamble. And on reflection, if that is the case, which I'm totally guessing, I actually approve of that. I would rather that they do that rather than send Lavina 2.0 wearing that grey dress. Why did they give her a grey dress for the dullest song in the whole competition? Like, talk about like absolutely giving her nothing to work with. This used to be around my like 31 or so. It's actually jumped up. I think it's my number 23 right now. I really like this performance. Let's see what they show. Secret Bang. Where is this? So he's got like this newspaper thing in the back. He's got like some words coming up saying like you're shit, you're crap, all this, but they kind of explode. He's got the finger. He's got a new ukulele. This is like the dance paper. I kind of like those visuals actually. It's him and the finger. There's 5 of them and there's 3 dancers. No, I like him. He's fun. He's giving full energy. You know, I think it looks, I wouldn't say it looks expensive, but it looks like put together. Much better than the music video, which was like a big hot mess. There's one bit I really, really, really like actually, where him and the 3 dancers are on one side and the fingers on the other side, and they're moving back and forth, and the back screen, his side is blue and the finger side is grey, and as they move the colors change. It's actually really, really cool. I wish they had like even more stuff like that, because when you see stuff like that, you're like, actually this is quite legit. It feels more legitimate because there's like some artistry and more thought in it, kind of like cool stuff. And then at the end he comes to the front, he rocks out and he does his little like talking bit. Look, I'm liking him more and more. He's extremely endearing. I think this is going to do okay in the televote. I think it'll do pretty bad in the jury. Not terribly though. Actually in Euro jury and some other things, this actually did okay with the jury, because some people really do put this in their top 3. So look, I don't dislike this as much as I did. If this had been sent by like Slovenia or Montenegro or something, I would probably be totally loving on it, because I have such low expectations for those countries. But because I have such high expectations for Germany, that's probably why in hindsight I was a little bit pissed off. But this is one of my biggest risers after the rehearsals. I'm actually looking forward to seeing this in the final. Oh, before I forget, the draws have already been done on where people are being pulled. UK and Spain are going to be in the first half. Germany, France and Italy are in the second half, and we already knew that Django was going to be 23rd, so he's in the second half. So there's 4 songs already pulled for the second half. That means there's only 9 spots left for the second half. There's 11 spots left for the first half. On top of that, I think it's quite likely that the UK will be drawn to open, because honestly the song is a little bit of a no-hoper, but it's also quite upbeat and fun, and I think that, I don't know, will they get pulled first again? It's possible, because I remember they were first with Engelbert Humperdinck, which is a weird first song as well, because it's not like a big bop. That, like, putting a big bop first is kind of like a newish thing. I know Belgium opened 2016, which I felt was really unfair because they did super well in the semis, and then they're coming 10th, even with opening. They would have done better if they'd been given a better draw. Anyway, we'll leave that for after, when we know who's qualified. Okay, speaking of the UK, let's go to the UK. Now, I haven't seen this, and I haven't seen Spain. Oh, you fecker, just play. You bastard. Sorry, I'm sorry so much. I'm really tired. I'm just like so tired. I'm trying to change my body clock so I can wake up at 3 on Wednesday morning. So I'm just a little bit like, yeah, I just have less patience than normal. Okay, anyway, speaking of the UK, let's go to them. Now, this is one I haven't seen. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen Spain. Secret Bang. Let's see. I think they got big trumpets or something. Yeah. Oh, are those real big trumpets? Gosh, his styling is a little bit Only Fools and Horses, isn't it? And those trumpets, what? How did they do those trumpets? Oh gosh, the staging is a bit cringe, isn't it? I don't know, this is like typical UK staging. I don't know. I feel like, you know, I love the UK Euro fans, but I like, come on, I don't know what I'm meant to say. I just think, I hope they don't come last, but I definitely think they're in contention for last. I don't know, that just looked, he looked a little bit trapped on that pedestal. I don't know, I haven't seen the whole thing. I've seen like 20 minutes of, I can't say. I'm gonna have to wait and see the show. This is one of the ones I didn't see. It was on way too late. It was on at like 2 a.m. I wasn't gonna stay up that late to watch it. Yeah, hopefully it's better than what I perceived there, but that just looked like he was trapped a little bit, and then it's at the usual like guys who've just had like 15 hits of Valium, and then the colour scheme just looked a little bit done as well. But look, let's see. Hopefully he gets a decent slot and he doesn't come last. Okay, anyway, Barbara Pravi, voila. What do I have to say about this? Yes, I have seen this rehearsal. I watched one the whole way. No, I didn't. I watched it and it buffered at the very end. And frustratingly, it buffered at the bit I wanted to see, which it had changed or not, because as you saw in my C'est vous qui décidez review, I said that I really liked the performance. I thought it was absolutely ready to go. What I didn't like was the last bit when they got really frantic. I felt like it was too literal, like they wanted to evoke frantic, so they get frantic. It's like, well, can you not do it in a slightly more artistic way that looks less like a drunk guy's rushed the stage with his camera phone? The staging is just copied and pasted from C'est vous qui décidez. They've removed the bit where you were looking down and there were loads of stars, but large amounts of it are there. They've got the panning across. It looks incredibly intimate and chic. It's very compact. Like there's no big showing her like a big spaces. When they do show her on her own, you can't see any of the audience or anything. Like this looks like a performance that could have been done in France, the same way that Austria are in, funnily enough. You really don't see anything. We've got the bit with the birds as well. Let's see what they show. Secret Bang. Oh, they show the frantic bit. Okay. I guess I don't mind it as much. I just don't like this bit. Conceptually, I don't like it. It's not as jarring. Yeah, it's not as jarring as C'est vous qui décidez. Why does it have to be shaky? Why can't it be smoother? She's conveying the franticism. Why can't they just be smooth around her and make it look more professional? I don't know. I don't get it. I just hate it conceptually. Funny enough, I've seen like a couple other people who are a little bit bothered by it as well. But yeah, everything before that I think is like immaculately, totally and utterly perfect. They didn't really have to change anything. I'm disappointed they haven't changed the end, but it doesn't seem to be bothering other people that much. They're second in the odds. She's stayed pretty strong. France are always massively overrated in the odds, like so massively overrated. Bilal was third, Mercy was sixth, Amir was second. All the time they're just massively overrated. So there's a part of me as well that doesn't like fully believe this yet, just because France are always so overhyped. Amari Vasily was first and he ended up coming 15th. So there's a part of me that doesn't fully believe this yet, because I'm so used to France being like, France are in the running to win, and then they ended up coming like 10th to 15th. So I want to actually see it happen before. I just don't believe it yet. Like, for me as well, the song, I really respect it, but I don't personally enjoy it. I've seen a lot of people giving it 12s on the personal rankings. This isn't even on my top 15 as a song. I haven't even downloaded it. I love it as a concept. I would love if she won. I would love if it went to France. I think it'd be brilliant. But I think I feel justified in feeling that there's a pattern of France always being overrated and not fulfilling. Is this the time in which it's fulfilled? I don't know. Let's wait and see. Last up is Blas Canto Boya Kadarme. Secret Bang. I know he's got some massive big weather balloon from this is the Austrian dude again is staging. This song is just 1000% meh. Okay, where's the moon? Is that it in the back? I thought it was meant to be huge. Yeah, I think this song is going to come last. Where's the moon? I thought it was huge. Oh, is it building up? Yeah, that's not going to cut it. That sucks. The picture I saw, it looked like gigantic. It's basically a giant balloon with a brilliant. I think they like inflate it quite quickly before he comes on and performs. They'll have to put him after a break to be able to inflate. Yeah, look, I think this song is just so dull. I know that it's got a serious topic, but lots of people have songs about a serious topic. That's not enough. That's a facet of a song that is a good thing to have, but you also need the song to not be incredibly boring. Plus, that one facet that he does have that has a meaning, you can't understand because it's in a different language. So there's several people now who've come back and they've had 2 chances, and I feel like both of their entries have been really, really weak. He's one of them. I'd say there's probably 3 or 4 other names, which I'm not going to put in this video because I'm not talking about them, but he's one of those people I'm just a little bit done with. I know he's very nice, but if we're talking in the context of a competition and as a reviewer of the Eurovision, it doesn't cut it for me. I think this is in the running to come last. Okay. That is what I think of those 6. That's it. Yeah, I haven't got much to say. So my winners and losers. Winners, I would say my winner is, funnily enough, is probably Jendrik, because he's jumped quite a lot of spaces for me. I think Måneskin and Barbara, I think they largely fulfilled my expectations, which were high, and I think that they fulfilled them. I didn't feel like Måneskin's job was particularly difficult. I felt they just needed to rock out and not fuck up the visuals, and they did that. So, mission complete. I wouldn't say that's high expectations. I just think those were my expectations. I think Jangro, I think the second half, the last third was good. I do think that the first 2 thirds, I don't think that they've been ambitious enough with that. And then Blas and James, I have to see the full performances. I can't really say that those snippets don't give me enough information. But based off the reaction in the press room and with the odds, I'm going to say that their position is largely unchanged. Okay. That is what I think about the 6 automatic qualifiers for the Eurovision final. Please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in another Eurovision reaction video very soon. Goodbye. Blah, 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 blah.